amonestación por tener la licencia suspendida, si se declara nulo y usted califica para el nulo, esto ayuda a que no le suspendan la licencia.
You can only use a nulo one time in every 5 years for the same or a similar offense.
Solamente puede utilizar el nulo una vez cada 5 años para delitos similares o el mismo delito.
So we're going to go down the calendar and call names. We expect for you to give us a response containing one of those 3 choices.
Vamos a llamar a la lista de casos y queremos que usted nos dé, cuando diga su nombre, que nos deje saber cómo se quiere declarar, que nos dé una de las opciones que le dimos.
And we'll try to get you guys off of here as quickly as possible.
Y vamos a tratar de que esto se resuelva lo más pronto posible, que puedan terminar su sesión rápido hoy aquí.
In the meantime, though, I need you to type your name and your email address into the chat.
Por ahora lo que queremos es que usted ponga en el chat, escriba su nombre completo y su correo electrónico en el chat para que lo tengan las secretarias del tribunal. Así que haga eso ahora, ponga su nombre completo y el correo electrónico, escríbalo en el chat. Nombre completo y correo electrónico, por favor.
Ada,
Yes.
I just gave the gentleman here at the window the plea forms. Can you turn it down for me?
Yes.
Can you just
Yes.
instruct them to write their email addresses on their plea form?
Sure.
And I'll capture it that way.
Okay. Las personas que están en el lobby que le acaban de entregar, las personas que están en el lobby le acaban de entregar un documento para ver cómo se declara, por favor escriba su correo electrónico en ese papel. Necesitan su correo electrónico que lo añada en un espacio ahí en el papel que le dieron ahorita, los que están en el lobby.
All right. It looks like everybody who was on this Zoom has put their email into the chat.
Okay.
And we go ahead and just find out what the pleas are going to be.
Okay.
According to.
You want to start on the first page? That way we're going alphabet, the calendar
Yes.
order. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have Amaya Omar.
Okay, Omar Amaya is in the lobby, and I see them
Okay.
on here. We need them to turn their camera on.
Ok, señora Maya, por favor, prenda la cámara y aprenda el micrófono para poder hablar con usted.
They have to take themselves off of mute.
Ok, ahora, ajá.
Mr. Amaya, what is your plea to the charges?
Señora Maya, ¿cómo se declara los cargos?
Culpable.
Guilty.
And Ms. Payton, what is the fine amount on the license charge? I'm following too close. Ms. Payton.
1 second.
Oh.
Okay, so
This is Omar Amaya on the first page.
$13.10.
The total is $13.10 for the 2 citations.
Yes.
Can Mr. Amaya pay that within 2 weeks, or does he need more time?
Señora Maya, las multas completas total, la cantidad son 1,310. ¿Lo puede pagar ahora o lo puede pagar en 2 semanas o necesita más de 2 semanas? Son 1,310. ¿Lo puede pagar ahora, 2 semanas o más de 2 semanas? Prende el micrófono porque no lo puedo oír, señora Maya. No lo puedo escuchar.
En
Ajá,
15
¿lo puede?
días. Pueden darme, pues,
¿Necesita más de 2 semanas o en 2 semanas máximo puede pagarlo?
2 semanas, pues, 2 semanas.
Okay, 2 weeks.
Please tell Mr. Amaya he can go ahead and log off. We're going to email him the payment instructions through his email that he's already put into the chat.
Ok, señora Maya, le vamos a mandar toda la información a su correo electrónico que usted ya te puso en el chat para que sepa para que sepa que tiene 2 semanas para pagar. Ok, y ahora se puede retirar.
Ok, gracias.
Thank you. Puede salirse de la llamada. Puede ya apagar el micrófono y salirse de la llamada.
All right.
Okay.
Next.
The next one that I have is on page 4, and that will be José Luis Chávez.
Okay.
Señor José Luis Chávez, si está presente, por favor, prenda su micrófono. José Luis Chávez. Si está presente, prenda el micrófono.
I don't see him here.
Okay. Then I have, on page 6, I have Rosana Díaz Ordaz Rosana.
Page 6.
Maybe we should just go and see who is here. I don't know.
Yeah, we probably, you know what, let's just use the screen. I'm just going to go according to who I have on the screen.
Okay, perfecto.
Person I have is Wilberto Oliva.
Wilberto Oliva, por favor, prenda su micrófono.
Sí, ya lo escucho.
Okay, he's on page 24, Miss Mary Rose, Mr. Mary Rose.
Page 24. Okay. All right, so can we ask Mr. Oliva Ortiz what his plea is?
¿Cómo se declara, señor Oliva Ortiz?
¿Cómo se llama la tercera? La
¿Cómo se
tercera.
declara?
La tercera opción, ¿cuál es?
What is the third option?
Nolo contendere?
No lo disputo.
Esa.
I will do that, nolo.
Okay, let me ask Mr. Oliva, has he had a Georgia license before?
¿Usted ha tenido una licencia de Georgia anteriormente?
No, actualmente solo tengo la de Chicago, Illinois.
No, I only have the one from Chicago, Illinois. I don't have a Georgia one.
Okay.
Okay.
When did he get the license, the Illinois license? Was it after this?
¿Cuándo usted se sacó la licencia de Illinois? ¿Fue antes o después que le dieron el ticket?
Ya tenía, como yo viajo para ver a mis hijos, solo me pusieron el ticket al mes, la fui a sacar.
Después del ticket. Después del ticket se sacó. Okay. Yes, a month after I got the ticket, that's when I got my license.
Okay.
Because I traveled and I came to see my children.
All right. Ms. Payton, what is the total fine on that?
$8.95.
$8.95. He wants to do a NOLO. So can he pay that fine within 2 weeks or does he need longer?
Ok, señor Oliva, la multa completa de los 2 cargos que tiene son $895. ¿Lo puede pagar ahora? ¿Lo puede pagar a más tardar en 2 semanas o necesita más de 2 semanas?
En 2 semanas está bien.
A más tardar 2 semanas.
2 semanas.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Okay. And did he already put his email into the chat?
¿Usted ya puso su correo electrónico en el chat?
Sí, ya lo puse y estaba volviéndolo a poner para...
Yes, I did put it in there.
Ms. Payton, do we see that on there somewhere?
Yes, we have it.
Okay. All right, so he can go ahead and off. We're going to send him the information via email on how to make that payment.
Ok, le van a mandarle por correo electrónico la información para que haga el pago y después hace el pago y ya resuelve su caso, ok? Dependiente con el correo electrónico.
Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you very much, ok? Ya se puede retirar.
Gracias.
Ok, thank you.
All right, so the next I see Mr. Pedro Salvador.
Señor Pedro Salvador. I'm trying to look for that one.
He's in the lobby.
Okay, he's on page 28, Mr. Mary Rose. Salvador Pedro Marcelino.
Okay.
Okay.
Sí.
Okay. Señor Marcelino, ¿cómo se va a declarar?
Culpable.
I'm gonna plead guilty.
Mande.
Le estoy diciendo en inglés, estoy interpretando lo que usted dijo al fiscal.
Mm.
Does he understand that this particular charge is going to come with 12 months of probation and some other things?
¿Usted entiende que uno de los cargos que tiene ahí acarrea una pena de 12 meses de libertad vigilada y con otras condiciones que le van a imponer? ¿Entendió eso?
Sí,
Yes.
He wants the opportunity to try to talk to an attorney before he enters a plea.
¿Usted quiere hablar con un abogado, consultar con un abogado antes de declararse ahora aquí culpable?
pues no tengo abogado.
I don't have an attorney.
I understand that. I'm trying to give him a chance to go and speak to somebody before he makes a choice.
Yo entiendo eso, lo que estoy tratando de darle la oportunidad, que si usted quiere, no tiene que proceder hoy y puede consultar con un abogado y venir otro día a presentar su declaración si usted lo desea. Si quiere hablar con un abogado, le están dando la oportunidad para que usted hable con un abogado.
¿Y como cuándo sería pues que yo podría venir otra vez?
And then when will it be that I have to come back again?
Well, we'll reset him, and depending on whether he hires an attorney or he just wants to go ahead and enter the plea, go forward with the plea. I don't know what the date is going to be because that's set by the court.
Realmente no sé cuándo va a ser la próxima fecha, si usted quiere buscar un abogado o declararse culpable acá, pero no sabemos todavía, no tenemos una fecha fija porque eso la fija el tribunal más adelante, la fecha para cuando tenga que venir.
No, pues sí, pues yo sí soy culpable pues en las cosas que pasó conmigo. Y,
Well,
pues,
I am guilty of the things that happened to me or that I did. I'm guilty of that.
Okay, I'm going to put him down for guilty. We're going to have to come back to him so I can tell him what the sentence is going to be because it's going to be a lot more of this, more than the stuff that we're talking to these other people.
Ok, entonces vamos a hablar con usted de regreso porque son bastantes las cosas que va a tener que cumplir con eso. Si se declara culpable hoy aquí, le van a imponer unas condiciones que tiene que cumplir y entender qué es lo que tiene que hacer.
No, sí, está bien pues porque para que sí yo sepa yo que más o menos en qué fecha puedo yo venir.
Ok, ¿usted quiere otra fecha nueva o usted quiere proceder hoy? ¿Qué quiere hacer? He's telling me about that, you know, to tell him what will be the next date he can come.
No, pues hoy estaría pues lo que me digan pues lo que voy a hacer para que sí yo también ya, ¿cómo se llama? Vea yo como las cosas que pues que pasaron conmigo para que también ya ahora sí sepa yo todo lo que pues ahora sí me van a decir.
Okay, no, I just want to know that you're going to tell me everything that I need to do because of the things that happened to me today.
I don't understand what he's saying.
Let me clarify, okay? Señor, ¿usted quiere proceder hoy o quiere que le den una fecha nueva para tener tiempo para pensar lo que va a hacer o quiere que sigamos hoy con su caso?
Pues estaría bien ahorita después que me dieran lo que pues me van a poner para hacer.
Ok, entonces lo que vamos a hacer es que como es algo que tenemos que explicar, se lo vamos a hacer hoy, pero más adelante, ok? I do want to proceed today. I just want to know what are the things that I need to do and whatever I need to do because of the things that I did.
Okay, we'll come back to him. We just ask him to place his cell phone on mute. We'll come back to him.
Ok, mantenga la cámara prendida, pero apague el micrófono por ahora y manténgase en Zoom, porque ahorita volvemos de nuevo a hablar de su caso, ok? Okay.
All right, so the next person I have is Patricia Valencia.
Patricia Valencia. ¿Necesita intérprete, señorita Valencia?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
So
You're welcome.
she's 33. Miss Valencia, what is your plea to the charges?
I want to plead not guilty. I want to plead guilty, actually.
Okay, which
Guilty.
one is it? Okay,
Guilty.
Guilty.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. And Ms. Payton, what is the fine on that?
1 second.
Should be like 175 maybe?
I think it's 165, 175. 165.
165. All right, Ms. Valencia, are you able to pay that within 2 weeks or do you need more time?
No, actually 2 weeks would be perfect. I was just not able to pay it today.
Okay.
But 2 weeks is fine for me.
And did you put your email into the chat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're going to email you the instructions on how to make that payment within 2 weeks, okay?
Okay, if it's before the 2 weeks, I could go ahead and pay it, right? I don't have to wait the 2 weeks.
No, you don't have to wait the 2 weeks at all. All right,
Okay.
so you can go ahead and log off and just look out for that email. If you decide to pay it before the 2 weeks is up, that'll be all fine.
Okay, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, so then I have Mr. Vasquez, Uriel Vasquez.
El
Yeah.
señor Vázquez. ¿Necesita intérprete,
Dígame.
señor Vázquez?
No estoy bien.
Okay, you don't need an interpreter.
Mr. Vasquez, in reference to your charge, have license on person, what is your plea?
I'm going to plead guilty. Yeah, I'm guilty.
And Ms. Payton, what is that fine amount?
$300.
All right, do you need more than 2 weeks to pay that, or can you pay it within
No.
2 weeks?
Yeah, within 2 weeks.
Okay, and you already put your email into the chat, correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Then you can go ahead and log off. Just look out for that email on how to make the payment, and you'll be good to go.
All right, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, the next I have is, it looks like somebody's in the lobby, Asus iPhone, or a lobby somewhere.
La persona que es. What do you say
Okay.
was?
What's his last name?
It says Asus iPhone.
El que tiene un teléfono. Ajá, el que tiene un teléfono que dice Asus iPhone, el que está en el lobby, por favor active su micrófono para saber quién es. La persona que tiene un teléfono que dice Asus iPhone. Active su micrófono, está en el lobby, por favor, para poder
Believe it.
hablar con usted. Felipe?
I believe it's Pedro Gonzalez.
Ok. Pedro González.
Stand by 1 second.
Okay.
Page 9. At the bottom of page 9.
Oh, okay. Ok, señor Pedro González, active su micrófono, por favor. Pedro González, active su micrófono para poderlo escuchar. Se encuentra en el lobby.
He's frozen.
Oh.
Pedro Gonzalez.
Okay.
That's gentleman in the lobby frozen.
He's right there.
We're gonna move up to Yolanda Lopez.
I think he's right there, Mr. Mary
He's
Rose,
here
on
now.
the-
He's in the lobby. He's
on
using
the
the lobby
lobby.
phone.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's on a different one. All right, so can we ask, wait, what was his last name?
Pedro González Padilla, page 9 at the bottom of the page.
Page 9. Okay.
Do you want me to ask him how he plead?
Yes, ma'am.
¿Cómo se declara, señor Pedro Padilla González? ¿Cómo
No
se
cul-
declara? ¿Cómo dijo?
No culpable.
Not guilty.
Okay. And did he put his email into the chat?
¿Usted puso su correo electrónico en el chat?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. And okay, I see him here. Can he go? He can go ahead and log off. We're going to email him his new court date, and that'll be a trial date.
Ok, le van a mandar por correo electrónico la fecha nueva cuando le toque venir para que venga a su juicio y ya se puede retirar.
Ok, gracias.
Ok, thank you.
All right. And so then I have, well, let's just jump down to Yolanda Lopez.
Ok. Yolanda López, si está presente, por favor active su micrófono.
Sí, aquí estoy.
Ok. ¿Cómo se va a declarar, señorita López?
Nolo.
Ah, Nolo.
Sí.
Okay. All right.
Jose
And-
Garcia. Is this you?
How much is that fine, Miss Payton?
$135.
La multa son 135. Usted puede pagarlo hoy, puede pagarlo a más tardar en 2 semanas o necesita más de 2 semanas.
Le quería preguntar, a mí el oficial me dijo que no era citation lo que me estaba haciendo firmar, porque fue culpable de la señora, pero eso es lo que quería hablar, pero
I
no
wanted to
sé.
say something because the officer said that I was not signing a citation, that it was the other lady's fault. What happened?
Yeah, I have no clue anything about that. I just know he charged her with improper erratic lane change. Was this an accident?
Realmente no
Yeah.
tengo ninguna información sobre eso. ¿Usted habla inglés?
Sí.
Bueno, habla inglés con el fiscal entonces. She speaks
It was,
English.
it was well, he told me it wasn't a citation, but she tried to put the fault on me, but I called the cops. She didn't want me calling the cops. I called the cops because the car in front of me had like stopped immediately. So I checked my both mirrors before I changed the lane. She was like 4 cars behind me, but she was on her phone and tried to blame the accident on me.
Okay, so Lopez, what it sounds like you're pleading not guilty, because if you plead guilty to this, then you're accepting responsibility for the accident.
No,
So
I'm not guilty.
Okay, so we're going to change your plea to not guilty, okay?
Yes.
And then we're going to send you out a new court date. That will be the trial date. So the other person that was involved in the accident will have to be here during the trial, and then you'll get the chance to make all of those arguments to the judge at that point. All right?
So what do NOLO mean?
NOLO is just you're not accepting responsibility. You're not saying you did it. You're not saying you didn't. You just want to pay your fine and be done with it.
Oh, okay, no, and then I'll just get a different date and come to court.
All right. So did you put your email into the chat, Ms. Lopez?
Yes. Also, I was gonna say, is it possible I can do it like in a Wednesday? Cause my baby goes to therapy on Mondays and Thursday.
Well, we only have court on Wednesdays.
Okay.
So it'll be a Wednesday when you come back. But I see that you put your name in the chat, but you didn't put your email in there.
I did put my email on the chat.
I see your email.
You do?
Yeah, it's a VAN3.
Okay. All right. Well, you can go ahead and disengage. We're going to send you your new court date through your email address. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I interject? I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
We have an individual, Sanchez, page 28. He's in the lobby and he does not have a phone.
Page 28.
And
Sanchez, Gerardo.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. So Mr. Sanchez, Gerardo Sanchez. Okay.
Yes.
Ida, can you add, Mr. Sanchez, do you need an interpreter?
¿Necesita
No, sir.
intérprete, señor Sánchez? Okay, no, he doesn't. Okay.
Okay. Mr. Sanchez, in reference to your charges,
No, I don't need.
what's your plea to the charges?
They got me sleeping on behind the liquor store and Forest Parkway.
Yeah, I'm asking you, what is your plea? Guilty, not guilty, or nolo contendere?
I guess give me guilty because I was sleeping.
Okay. All right, we're putting you down for a guilty. I'm going to come back to you, though, in reference to giving you your sentence, because it might take just a second for me to put it together, okay? So just stand by. We'll get you back up in just a second.
Okay, thank you much.
All right.
You can have a seat.
Ms. Green,
Yes, we have one more.
do you allow me?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir,
That.
he's on page 9 and he's on his phone actually. Jose Garcia.
He's at the top of the page, Mr. Mary Rose, and he has 2 charges.
Jose Garcia.
Garcia de la Luz Jose.
I see him here.
Page 9.
Garcia.
Okay. Señor García, por favor, active su micrófono si se encuentra en el lobby para poder hablar con usted. Señor García de la Luz José, active su micrófono, préndalo para poder comunicarnos.
He's on mute.
Señor García, prenda su micrófono. Ok, ok. Tiene 2 cargos. ¿Cómo se va a declarar a los 2 cargos?
Culpable.
I'm gonna plead guilty to both charges.
Was this an accident?
¿Esto fue un accidente? ¿Esto fue ocurrió un accidente de carros? Señor García?
Sí, es que tuve un pequeño accidentío.
Yes, I had a small accident.
Okay. Ms. Payton, what is the total fines on those 2 charges?
$8.95.
Señor López, señor García, las multas totales para los 2 cargos que tiene son 895. ¿Lo puede pagar ahora, a más tardar en 2 semanas, o necesita más de 2 semanas para pagar?
Págalo hoy.
I can pay it today.
Okay.
Okay.
And did he put his email into the chat?
¿Usted puso su correo electrónico en el chat?
No, solamente el número de teléfono.
No, tiene que poner el correo electrónico.
Es que no me lo sé.
He doesn't know his email, but he put his phone number in the chat.
But he's in the lobby, correct?
Pero, yeah, he's in the lobby. Usted está allá en el lobby, ¿verdad? ¿Está enfrente de la ventanilla?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. So he'll just have to take care of it before he leaves the lobby today.
Okay. Tiene que ir a la ventanilla a pagar cuando le digan para que lo resuelva hoy. No se vaya a ir sin pagar.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Ya se puede retirar.
¿Y a dónde? Luis Angel Miranda Alcantara.
Luis Ángel Miranda Alcántara, por favor, prenda su micrófono. I'm looking for that one. Luis Ángel Miranda Alcántara. Okay. I haven't found him yet. Hold on. Ese es un nombre con que le dieron el ticket.
Sí, Luis Ángel Miranda.
He's at the top of page 22.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute, page 22. Okay, I got it. Okay, Miranda Luis. Okay. Miranda Luis. Okay,
so
page 22.
Miranda, what is your plea to the charge?
¿Cómo se declara a los cargos?
Culpable.
Guilty.
And the total fine for that is, Ms. Payton?
$1,060.
La multa total para esos 2 cargos son 1,060. Lo puede pagar hoy. Necesita 2 semanas o necesita más de 2 semanas.
2 semanas, por favor.
2 weeks, please.
Okay, and did he put his email into the chat?
¿Usted puso su correo electrónico en el chat?
Sí.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
I don't see his email address.
I see it.
Oh, you see it?
Okay.
All right, so he can go ahead and disengage and just look out for the information on how to make that payment, okay?
Okay. Se puede retirar y simplemente le van a mandar la información para que usted haga el pago. Lo tiene que hacer en persona, okay? A más tardar en 2 semanas, antes de las 2 semanas, okay?
Sí, muchas gracias.
Thank you. Ya se puede retirar.
All right, so I have 2 people whose cameras aren't on. Alicia Ortiz.
Okay. Alicia Ortiz, por favor, prenda su cámara y active su micrófono. Señorita Alicia Ortiz.
Oh, I can speak English.
Okay, prenda su cámara de todas formas para que hable con el fiscal. She can speak English, so.
Okay, I got her here.
My camera on my phone doesn't work.
Yeah, that's a problem because we have to ID you before we can talk to you about the charges.
I'm in the parking lot. I'm with my defects caseworker supervisor.
Okay, can you go ahead and go into
the lobby?
They'll go into the lobby and they'll put you on the camera in the lobby, okay?
Only my back camera works.
He said go in the lobby, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ms. Ortiz, how old are you?
Call rejected.
I'm 16.
You're not even actually supposed to be on this court because you're a
I
minor.
know.
So,
I was supposed to be in juvenile court.
Okay, so we're gonna send your case over to juvenile court. Just look out for the notice from them. Did you put your email into the chat?
Turn it to me. Can you see me, sir?
I can, but you guys are upside down.
She's using the back of her phone camera. She actually has a docket for juvenile court coming up. Can we provide that number? Can it be added to that case?
Well, I don't think that they can do it that way because the court has to send over this particular case over to the juvenile court since it has a different case number.
Okay. That's what DFAX was advised to tell this court today. So I'm just putting that on record.
Do me this favor, since y'all are in the parking lot, can you leave that information with the court clerk at the window? Because when they get ready to send it over to juvenile court, they can probably package it so that juvenile court can then combine the two cases and get that case over there faster. I just can't guarantee how long it's going to take to get from Forest Park to the juvenile court.
Thank you. And we can update the clerk with her new information since she's in DFAX custody. Perfect. Thank you. We'll come in and do that.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So then I have Miss Bautista is last.
La señora Bautista. Por favor, active su micrófono que no la podemos oír. Señora Bautista.
Soy yo.
Ajá. ¿Y usted es la que tiene el ticket?
Sí.
Porque yo tengo aquí a Reynoso Bautista Alberto. ¿Ese no es usted?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. You know what? I don't, if you find her, let me know because I don't have her.
Page 21, at the top of page 21.
Page 21, page 21. Yes, I didn't print page 21.
Yep, I got it here.
You got it? Okay.
It's Mir, M-I-E-R, Bautista.
Mir Bautista, ¿ese es el apellido suyo?
Correcto, sí.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. And in reference to the two charges, how does she plead?
En relación a los dos cargos, ¿cómo se declara?
Culpable.
Guilty.
And what is the total fine on that, Ms. Payton?
$925.
925 es la multa total por los dos cargos. Usted puede pagar hoy, en 2 semanas o más de 2 semanas, necesita más de 2 semanas para pagarlo.
Hoy.
I can pay it today.
Okay. And did she put her email into the chat also?
¿Usted puso su correo electrónico, escribió su correo electrónico en el chat?
Sí.
I see it.
Yes, I did.
All right. So she can go ahead and make the payment today by going down to the courthouse or wait for the instructions on how to make the payment and make it within 2 weeks.
Ok, usted puede ir hoy mismo a pagar esta multa al tribunal en persona, o si no, le van a mandar las indicaciones de cómo puede pagar después. Tienen, para que pueda pagar, ¿ok?
Correcto, gracias.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, so I guess we can jump back here and deal with Mr. Salvador.
Okay.
I believe I may have one more.
Okay.
I'm gonna admit them.
Sure.
Okay. Cecilia Comas. Madam Interpreter, can you tell Ms. Bautista she can go ahead and disengage?
Señora Bautista, ya se puede retirar, puede retirarse de la llamada. Por favor. Señorita Cecilia Corrales, por favor, si puede activar su micrófono y prender la cámara. Ok, ¿necesita intérprete?
No.
Okay, she doesn't need an interpreter.
What page is she on?
You know what? I don't have it because I didn't print that page.
It appears that she's paid.
Oh,
okay.
que parece que ya, bueno, you speak English, so I'm not gonna interpret.
Ms. Corrales, did you already pay your fine?
Yes, I did.
And you are logging off to tell us how you plan on pleading?
Sorry?
You came to court to tell us how you plan on pleading? Guilty, not guilty, or no open?
Oh, guilty.
Okay. Ms. Corrales, how old are you?
Just turned 17.
You got the ticket when you were 16?
Yes.
Okay. That's the problem. When did you pay your fine?
I don't remember. I don't really remember, but it was recent to when I had gotten the ticket.
I see a notation. I see a notation in here that we informed her that her case would be bound over to juvenile court, but she insisted on paying, and she paid it online.
All right, so Ms. Corrales, let me kind of explain this process to you, because when you got the ticket, you were 16, you were listed as a minor. This is municipal court. We don't have jurisdiction over minors' cases. Your case has to go to juvenile court, which has been sent over there, but you went ahead and paid your ticket with us, which you didn't have to do. That's why you came on this calendar today. You're going to get a notice from juvenile court. They're going to have you come over there. You're going to do the same thing over here, plead guilty, not guilty, or nolo contendere at juvenile court. And more than likely, you'll be transferring your citation payment over there also, okay? So just look out for a notice from juvenile court. You can go ahead and log off of here because we can't do anything with you because of your age at the time that you got the ticket.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, so
we're going back to the one that you said has the.
Yeah, so Mr. Salvador had all those tickets. Let's see here.
Okay.
All right, so he's on page 28.
Okay.
All right, so on Mr. Salvador, Ms. Payton, what is the total fine on all these charges?
The fine amount is $2,755.
$2,755. Okay. So Mr. Salvador.
Señor Salvador, prenda el micrófono.
In reference to your guilty plea on all the charges,
en relación a su declaración de culpable por todos los cargos,
you're going to have a total fine of, what happened to him?
I don't know.
Ms. Payton? He was
Miss
walking.
Yolanda is dealing with him, I think. Ok. Señor Salvador, ¿me puede escuchar?
Sí.
Ok. En relación a todos los cargos, usted tiene una multa de $2,755.
Sí, nomás que como ahora sí, yo les iba yo a decir que pues nomás he trabajado una semana y nomás traje como $700.
I just wanted to let you know that I only have worked for 1 week and I only have $700 right now with me.
Okay, so let me finish explaining to him everything that he's going to have to do so he'll better understand how this is going to go.
Ok, entonces espera un momentico que le vamos a explicar lo que esto acarrea, ok, a explicarle todo lo que tiene que hacer. Así que oiga para que sepa lo que le toca hacer al declararse culpable de estos cargos.
Sí.
It's going to be 12 months probation.
Van a ser 12 meses de libertad vigilada.
She was a juvenile. Do I need to update her address? She was in
40 hours of community service.
40 horas de servicio a favor de la comunidad que no le vayan a pagar con una entidad que sea sin fines de lucro.
Y eso como
espérese que le digan todo, ¿ok? Espérese que le digan todo, ¿ok? Go ahead, Mr. Mary Rose.
Piano class?
Yes.
Una clase de manejo.
No, Bad Impact, Mothers Against Drug Driving.
Ok, tiene que asistir a la clase que dan las madres en contra de las personas que manejan bajo los efectos de alcohol.
Sí.
A Driver's Improvement Course.
Una clase para que mejore cómo usted maneja.
710. Stonewall.
There will be alcohol evaluation.
Una evaluación de alcohol.
College Park.
Sí. ¿Y esa dónde la puede ir uno a hacer?
And where do I do those? Where can I have that done?
Tell him probation is going to give him all the instructions on where he needs to go and what he needs to do.
Okay. Un agente de libertad vigilada se lo van a asignar a usted y él le va a explicar dónde tiene que hacer todo. Ahorita lo que le está diciendo la fiscal es las cosas que le toca hacer. Luego se va a comunicar con usted el agente de libertad vigilada y le va a explicar todo lo que tiene que hacer y dónde lo tiene que hacer.
Está bien.
Okay, that's fine.
And he cannot consume any drugs or alcohol during the 12-month probation.
Y usted no puede ingerir o no puede tomar ni consumir ningún tipo de drogas ni alcohol por los 12 meses que va a estar bajo libertad vigilada, porque le van a hacer exámenes de alcohol al azar.
Está bien.
Okay, that's fine.
Does he have an email address?
¿Usted tiene un correo electrónico?
No, la verdad no.
No, I don't really. Honestly, I don't.
Nomás apunté mi número de teléfono.
I gave my phone number.
Tell him before he leaves there, he's going to meet with probation, or they're going to give him a document for him to report to probation. So he cannot leave the lobby until he gets that information.
Okay, no se vaya a ir todavía porque le tienen que dar unos documentos donde se va a inscribir para la libertad vigilada o se van a comunicar con usted para que le digan cuándo tiene que venir a hacerlo. No se puede ir ahora hasta que le den esos documentos, ¿oyó? No se vaya a ir del lobby.
Entonces aquí me tengo que esperar un rato.
Ahí tiene que esperarse hasta que le den los documentos para la libertad vigilada.
Okay.
Okay.
Sí.
Okay.
And then I think we had one other person in the lobby, Mr. Sanchez. That was the.
El señor Sánchez en el lobby.
Stand by.
Oh, no. You can talk to them today. Then she won't have to come back. But if she pleads not guilty, if she pleads not guilty and wants another court date, then we will hire her an interpreter. But if you can.
Mr. Mary Rose, did you really took care of Mr. The attorney Kesser's cases?
Kassab?
Kesser.
Oh.
Attorney Kesser.
I didn't know he was on here.
Yeah, he's here, I guess. I mean, I saw him in the beginning.
Yeah, you got a lot of attorney cases that you're gonna need to pre-trial. Miss Ida, you know I'm gonna have to start getting you to just stay on here longer.
Yes, Your Honor. The only thing was today that I have a doctor's appointment and I couldn't find anybody to cover me.
You know we want to get you to the doctor. We're gonna get you to the doctor.
Yes, otherwise, I will stay as long as you need me. I know it was a sudden thing.
Andreas is trying to get you in and out of here, and then we'll start up with the regular count.
Okay.
All right.
Miss Green.
Hold on one moment. She's speaking with someone at the lobby in the window that speaks Vietnamese.
Okay, can we, is Miss Payton still on?
Yes, I'm here.
Miss Payton, can you go ahead and put all of the attorneys into a breakout room?
Yes, I had Kessler in there already, but it looks like he left out.
Yes, sir. ¿No tienes correo electrónico? Okay. Su celular, entonces.
Green, I was trying to follow Arnold Sanchez. That's alcohol and he was in a lot earlier.
Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me call him back. I'm sorry.
It doesn't look like any of the attorneys are on here anymore.
Okay. That's fine. We're going to let everybody into the room in a second. I just want to make sure we got all of the Hispanic.
And there's still some people in here that don't have their names listed, so I'm not sure who they are.
So maybe when they come in, you want me to make an announcement to see who needs an interpreter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And we'll let them in as soon as I get this gentleman who's in the lobby with Ms. Green.
Sure.
To get his.
Here's Mr. Sanchez.
I provided him with the probation intake sheet and the plea form, and Ms. Debbie, she was able to assist us.
Okay. So Mr. Sanchez indicated that he wanted to plead guilty to the possession. Okay, I don't know how this is charged, but it says possession of alcohol under 21. Mr. Sanchez looks like he's over 21, not trying to judge.
1968. So yeah.
1968.
Okay. I don't even know how you charge that. Okay, so I'm gonna dismiss that charge. He's pleading guilty to the remaining charge. What is that fine amount, Miss Payton?
I believe it is 760. I'm just going to double check. Yes, 760.
Una casa.
All right, so Mr. Sanchez, your fine amount is 760. Are you able to pay that in 2 weeks, or do you need longer?
I need to I just gotta I gotta go to the job tomorrow. I can start today. I was gonna start today, but I can you give me a month?
Yeah, so we can give you as long as you need. We just want to make sure that you are going to stick to that time frame. So we'll send you the information. Well, do you have an email address, Mr. Sanchez?
No, sir. I don't have no phone. I don't have nothing.
Okay.
You can send me to my George ID, and I can get it from my daughters in the Starbridge.
Where do you live, Mr. Sanchez?
I live in Forest Park, Georgia.
Okay.
But
Well,
my address said they are in Starbridge, Georgia.
All right, so we're going to need you to hang out there and give your information to the clerk before you leave, so that we can make sure we get in touch with you on how to make those payments. Okay.
That's fine.
You'll be placed on pay-only probation. You'll speak to probation before you leave. They'll give you instructions. All right.
Okay.
All right. So just stand by.
Okay.
Okay. So we're ready to let everybody else in, and we're gonna have Ada make her announcement to see if there's any more Spanish-speaking people on here. If nobody makes an announcement, then we're gonna cut her loose so that she can handle what she needs to handle, and everybody else is gonna have to be reset if they log on late.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and admit everybody now.
Okay.
Thank you, and I'm sorry.
Absolutely not. You don't need to be sorry about anything.
I'm just gonna mute everybody, so just go ahead and unmute yourself.
Got it.
Hello.
Hello. Please place yourself on mute.
Let me know when you all are ready to get started.
We will, Your Honor. Everybody who's on this mute right now, I need you to make sure that you place your device on this mute. On this Zoom right now, I need to make sure that you place your device on mute. Do not take yourself off of mute until we speak to you directly. And then after we're done talking to you, you can place yourself back on mute.
Por favor, todas las personas que se encuentran acá, asegúrese de que tiene su micrófono desactivado. Solamente lo va a activar cuando le decimos que por favor lo active para que nos diga algo. Por ahora mantenga el micrófono desactivado hasta que se le indique que lo prenda.
Also, while we're on this Zoom, everybody's camera must be turned on. If your camera is not operational, you may need to log off and then log back in, but your camera must be on the whole time that we're on this Zoom. If we do not see you, we cannot ID you, therefore you did not show up, and it'll be an FTA.
Otra cosa muy importante es que tenga su cámara prendida todo el tiempo. Si no podemos verlo, no podemos identificarlo, van a ponerlo como que no estuvo presente. Así que si no puede activar la cámara, sálgase y vuelva a intentarlo de nuevo, porque tenemos que tener siempre la cámara prendida y el micrófono apagado por ahora.
I'm so sorry, I didn't even know I was up. Can you hear me?
If you want to make your announcement for the...
Okay, I am going to make an announcement in Spanish. Para todas aquellas personas que necesiten intérprete, por favor déjenos saber ahora mismo. Levante la mano o active su micrófono y nos dice que necesita intérprete. Si hay alguna persona que necesite intérprete, déjenos saber ahora, por favor. Si alguien necesita intérprete, por favor déjenos saber ahora. Active su micrófono o levante su mano, o hay una manito que está abajo en la pantalla que dice levantar la mano. Puede activar eso para saber que usted necesita intérprete, ¿ok? Solamente las personas que necesitan intérprete.
Please make sure that the only people who have their hands raised icon on their camera are the folks that need an interpreter. Everybody else should not have their hand raised.
Okay. Solo las personas que necesitan intérprete, asegúrese de que tiene la mano levantada.
Also, while we have you on here, go ahead and put your name and your email into the chat. You can go ahead and start doing that right now. We need your name and your email into the chat.
Asegúrese de poner su nombre y su correo electrónico en el chat. Y si necesita intérprete, levante la mano o active su micrófono. Do you see anyone, Andre? I don't see anyone.
I see people with their hands raised, but they don't look like they need an interpreter.
We can clarify.
Your hand is raised, your icon is raised on your camera.
Hello.
And you're only supposed to have it on there if you need an interpreter. I'm assuming you do not need an interpreter, correct? Asia Wyatt?
I'm here.
She has her hand raised because her audio is not set up and she couldn't hear anyone.
Okay. Is that the same thing for Cassandra Long?
Yes, I'm good, sir.
All right, can you take your hand down icon off of your? Okay, so
I think it's down now.
all right. So Judge, it appears that we don't have any other additional, well, Nurali Lalani. Mr. Lalani? You don't need any, okay, you don't need any assistance. I just want to make sure you didn't need assistance in the language. Go ahead and place yourself back on mute. Judge, it appears that we don't have any additional Spanish-speaking people for the interpreter. May she be released?
Yes, you can.
Thank you very much, Your Honor, and Andre and everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You take care.
I will.
Go get a good report.
I believe we can go ahead and proceed with the rest of the calendar at this point, Judge.
Okay. What I am going to do is make the announcements, and then Ms. Payton, I'm gonna let you call the calendar. I want to welcome everyone to the afternoon session of the Forest Park Court. This is our virtual session. Please make sure that you have typed your name and your email address in the chat. Again, type your full name and your email address in the chat. I am estimating, based on the number of people on this calendar, that we will be engaged for the next 3 to 4 hours. So please plan to be on the chat for the next 3 to 4 hours. Let me give you the rules of virtual court. First, please ensure that there are no distractions in your background. Please make sure that you are sitting up, and not laying down in a bed or in a bathroom. Please ensure that you have proper connectivity. The reason why we're asking for your email address to be typed into the chat is that will be our form of communication. You will receive your plea form and all court documents through your email through DocuSign. You will receive those court documents this afternoon or sometimes tomorrow. Please make sure that you respond appropriately. Please understand that if you violate any of the rules of virtual court, that you will simply be disconnected and scheduled to come down to court at another time. Understand there is a dress code for court, so please make sure that you comply with that dress code regarding your appearance in court, including anything that you think might serve as a distraction during this session. When you hear your name called, you will unmute yourself and announce your plea. Your plea will be not guilty, guilty, or no low contender. For those who enter a not guilty plea, you have a choice of having your case heard in Forest Park via a bench trial, or your matter will be bound over to Clayton County, where you're eligible for a bench trial or a jury trial. Your court date will be some point in the future. If you enter a guilty or a no-low plea, your case will be resolved in Forest Park on today. If a fine is imposed, you are required to pay the fine within the next 2 weeks' time. If not, if you require more than 2 weeks to pay the fine, you will be placed on probation to give you adequate time to pay the fine. In Georgia, probation does not show on your record unless you violate the terms and conditions. In Forest Park, if the only condition of your probation is to pay a fine, if it is paid within the first 29 days, your probation will end automatically and you will not be required to pay any monthly supervision. If your probation goes beyond 29 days, you will have to begin to serve as monthly probation. Ms. Yates or Ms. Payton, can one of you all call the count?
Of course, I'll call it. Tavares DeAndre Allman. Tavares DeAndre Allman.
FTA.
Jonia Anderson. Jonia Anderson.
Here.
What is your plea, Ms. Anderson?
It appears that there's an issue with her audio.
Can you hear me?
Hello? I can hear you. Go
Ms.
ahead,
Anderson,
please.
what is your plea?
I actually need to speak with someone because I don't like the situation of the ticket and everything.
Well, we will put you down for pretrial. You can speak with the prosecutor at the tail end of the calendar. Go to the next person.
Shantaria Barrow. Shantaria Barrow.
FTA.
Damon Black. Damon Black.
FTA.
Jonta Booker. Jonta Booker.
FTA.
Kevin Brown. Kevin Brown.
FTA.
LaJonda. Kevin Brown.
Jonte Booker.
Okay, sir, what's your plea?
Kevin Brown is here.
Stand by, Mr. Brown.
Okay.
Jonta Booker. Guess we'll come back around. What is your plea?
Guilty.
Okay. Kevin Brown, what is your plea?
My plea is not guilty.
Okay, thank you. LaJonda Burton. LaJonda Burton.
FTA.
Ashari Calloway. Ashari Calloway.
Here.
What is your plea?
Guilty.
Thank you. Nicholas Camp. Nicholas Camp.
Here and not guilty.
Okay. Akira Carter. Akira Carter. FTA. Michael Chairs. Michael Chairs.
Can we announce for Robert Carthon, because that's, we can only bond forfeit if they don't show up.
Yes, sir, bond forfeiture.
Robert Carthon. All right, now we can bond forfeit.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Michael Chairs. Michael Chairs.
FTA.
Tiana Chapman. Tiana Chapman.
Here. Guilty.
Thank you. We have an FTA for Jose Chavez.
Thank you.
Kim Clausel. Kim Clausel.
FTA.
Diamond Clay,
FTA.
Chandra Cooley,
I plead NOLO.
Okay. Frederick Crumley,
No, I'm guilty.
Charles Daniels,
Here, NOLO.
Jasmine Daniels,
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. NOLO.
Teretia Dinsley is a bond forfeiture.
Thank you.
Rosanna Diaz Ordaz,
FTA.
Jonathan Dominguez, I have as a bond forfeiture.
Bond forfeiture.
Alfred Dunmas.
NOLO.
Brianna Easley.
She called me. NOLO.
FTA.
Brianna, okay. Michael Elder.
I'm here. NOLO.
Tria Enriquez Acacia. I have FTA.
FTA.
Tyler File is a bond forfeiture.
Bond forfeiture.
Derek Fleming.
I need to speak with like a prosecutor or something about mine.
We will do a pretrial.
All right.
Amanda Galvin.
She's here, but she's on my phone.
Okay, Ms. Galvin, what is your plea?
She's outside. I'm inside. It's hold on. Give me one second.
Okay, we'll come back to her.
Okay.
Jose Garcia de la Luz, his case has already been heard. Keosha Glover.
Present NOLO.
Pedro Gonzalez Padilla, he's entered a not guilty plea. Jimmy Gray. Have FTA.
FTA.
Stephen Green.
FTA.
Marlon Gresham.
FTA.
Luis Guerrero, bond forfeiture.
Bond forfeiture.
Remia Gervin.
Here, I plead NOLO.
Alfonso Hagen.
FTA.
Do I have Mr. Okay. Gerard or Marquise Hall.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me.
What called your name?
Excuse me.
What's your
Stephen
name?
Green is here. Stephen Green.
Mr. Green, what is your plea?
Hello.
Stephen Green, what is your plea?
NOLO.
This is Stephen Green.
Hello.
We'll come back to you.
Okay.
Marquise Hall. I have as an FTA. Shari Hamilton.
FTA.
Quinn Hansen.
I said NOLO. Sherry Hamilton said NOLO. I'm right here.
Okay, I'll have you out as a Nolo at this time. Thank you. Quinn Hansen. I have as an FTA.
FTA.
Demarius Harbor. Demarius Harbor.
FTA. You may want to mute everyone.
Milton Harper. Milton Harper.
Here, not guilty.
Shonda Haslam. Shonda Haslam.
Nola Contendere.
Cassandra Henderson. Cassandra Henderson. I have
FTA.
it. Janet Hernandez is being represented by Attorney Kessler.
Thank you.
Michelle Hill.
Here,
Michelle.
Nolo.
Alexandra Hortman. Alexandra Hortman.
FTA.
Latrice Hudson. Latrice Hudson.
FTA.
Myron Irby. Myron Irby.
FTA.
Atiana Jackson. Atiana Jackson.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your plea?
I haven't talked to anyone yet.
So are you requesting a pretrial, or are you stating that you're not sure what you want to plead at this time?
Can I plead Nolo?
Okay, I'll place you down for a Nolo. Jasmine Jackson. Jasmine Jackson. I have as FTA.
FTA.
Ricardo Jaramillo Miranda. Ricardo Jaramillo Miranda as a bond forfeiture.
On forfeiture.
Mohammed Jawad. Mohammed Jawad.
FTA.
Arthur Jeffries is a reset with a medical emergency.
Thank you.
Jerry. Jerry.
Yeah, I plead Nolo, but the officer spelled my name wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an N instead of a B. So
We will correct it when we call your case individually. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Brittany Jones. Brittany Jones.
Here, Nolo.
Okay. Christina or Christina King. Christina King.
FTA.
Ms. King.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your plea?
Guilty.
Okay. Tiana Kaiser. Tiana Kaiser.
Here.
What is your plea?
Nolo.
Okay. Cassandra Lang. Cassandra Lang.
Quick question. I'm here for suspended license, but it's now valid. Can I use that in lieu of bond?
We just need your plea at this time. We'll discuss that later.
Okay, I'm gonna do Nolo right now.
Okay. Tyler Legastia. Tyler Legastia.
FTA.
Tatiana Lopez or Sherilyn Lopez.
FTA.
No, I plead guilty.
Thank you.
Yolanda Lopez, her case has already
Y'all
been
ain't
heard.
giving nobody time.
Thank you.
Would you place yourself on mute? Arthur Loud. Arthur Loud.
FTA.
Mercedes Mackey is a bond forfeiture.
Thank you.
Indarius Maddox. Indarius Maddox.
FTA.
Dario Madrid is represented by Attorney Kessler.
Thank you.
Jerome Martin. Jerome Martin.
FTA.
Erendina Martinez is being represented by Attorney Kessler.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm here. Jerome Martin is here.
Sir, what is your plea?
Nolo.
Okay, thank you. Anthony Mason. Anthony Mason.
Not guilty.
Thank you. Lakari McCall is bond forfeiture.
Thank you.
Martavius McCarter. Martavius McCarter.
Nolo.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Skyisha McClure. Skyisha McClure.
FTA.
Jamal McIndoe. Jamal McIndoe.
FTA.
Jonathan Middlebrook. Jonathan Middlebrook.
Nolo.
Is that Mr. Middlebrook?
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Mears' case has already been heard.
Thank you.
Christiana Mills is a bond forfeiture.
Thank you.
Macavia Milton. Macavia Milton.
FTA.
Luis Miranda, the case has been heard.
Thank you.
Ernest Moore. Ernest Moore.
Nolo.
Thank you. Thomas Morrow. Thomas Morrow.
FTA.
Willie Murphy. Willie.
Nolo. Nolo.
That's Mr. Murphy.
Yes.
Thank you. Ronald Nelson. Ronald Nelson.
FTA.
Michael Neesmith. Michael Neesmith.
FTA.
Kayla Nicholson. Kayla Nicholson.
FTA.
Lalani Norali. Lalani Norali.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your
I'm
plea?
here. Not guilty.
Thank you. Nicole Norman is a bond forfeiture.
Thank you.
Makia Olbreeze. Makia Olabreeze.
I'm here. Nolo.
Thank you. Gilberto Ortez, the case has been heard.
Thank you.
Gabriela Ordonez. Gabriela Ordonez.
FTA.
Alicia Ortiz is a juvenile bind over.
Thank you.
Tui Pham, I believe we've reset them due to the language
No
barrier.
law.
Oh, you're here, okay. Thank you. Morris Polite, Morris Polite.
FTA.
Joseph Porchia, Joseph Porchia.
FTA.
Montavious Powell, Montavious Powell.
FTA.
Anthony Redmond, Anthony Redmond.
FTA.
Ethan Reich, Ethan Reich.
Here, Nolo.
Thank you. Alberto Reynoso Batista, Alberto Reynoso Batista.
FTA.
Devin Riley, Devin Riley.
FTA.
Jawan Robert, Jawan Robert.
FTA.
Charles Robertson, Charles Robertson.
FTA.
Gustavo Rodriguez is a bond forfeiture. Boizo Rubio is a bond forfeiture. Marcelino Salvador, the case has been heard. Gerardo Sanchez, the case has been heard. Abel Santillan Escutia. Abel Santillan Escutia,
FTA.
Dwayne Schneider.
Someone on here was saying they were here.
Please
Just
mute
letting you-
yourself.
I know,
Your name
ma'am.
is
I'm
not being
letting you
called.
know that's one. Okay.
Riley, I'm here.
Dwayne Snyder. Dwayne Snyder.
FTA.
Javante Scretchens. Javante Scretchens.
FTA.
Kristen Seals. Kristen Seals.
FTA.
Daquan Shields. Daquan.
Here, Nolo.
Okay, thank you. Kenneth Shorter.
Here.
Kenneth Shorter.
Here. Not guilty.
Thank you, sir. Can you hear me? Deborah Sims. Deborah Sims.
Here.
We couldn't hear you, Miss Seals.
Athlete Nolo.
Thank you.
Deborah Sims.
Here. Nolo. I'm sorry, not guilty.
Thank you. Vanessa Smith. Vanessa Smith.
Not guilty.
Thank you. Terry Suggs. Terry Suggs.
FTA.
Timothy Tate. Timothy Tate.
Not guilty.
Thank you. Ashley Tate. Ashley Tate.
Here, Nolo.
Thank you. Leuven Thelamaki. Leuven Thelamaki.
Nolo.
Thank you. Alex Thompson. Alex Thompson.
FTA.
Shanika Tucker. Shanika Tucker.
Present. Nolo.
Thank you. DeAndreas Tyler. DeAndreas Tyler.
FTA.
Devontavious Turner. Devontavious Turner or Deontavious Turner.
Deontay's trying to hear, and I plead Nolo.
Thank you. G.M. Turner. G.M. Turner.
FTA.
Patricia Valencia and Matthias Vasquez. Their case has already been heard.
Thank you.
And Velasco Velasquez is being represented by an attorney.
Thank you.
Edgar Villagomez is a bond forfeiture.
Bond forfeiture.
Reynaldo Walter. Reynaldo Walter.
FTA.
Destiny Ward. Destiny Ward.
I'm here. Nolo.
Okay, thank you.
Nolo.
Thank you, Ms. Ward. Darwin Washington is a bond forfeiture.
Thank you.
Erica Weldon. Erica Weldon.
Guilty.
Thank you. Crystal Williams. Crystal Williams.
FTA.
Tierra Williams. Tierra Williams.
FTA.
Willie Williams. Willie Williams.
FTA.
Cortland Wallace. I'm sorry, Cortland Willis. Cortland Markel Willis.
FTA.
Anthony Winston. Anthony Winston.
FTA.
Ashley Woodard. Ashley Woodard.
FTA.
Nehemiah World. Nehemiah World.
Here. Nolo.
Okay, thank you. Aisha Wright was a bond forfeiture.
Thank you.
Azia Wyatt. Azia Wyatt.
I'm here and it's a not guilty.
Thank you.
Also, Amanda Daniel, who you called on, she's here as well.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not guilty as well.
I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Amanda Daniel.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Kareem Young. Kareem Young.
FTA.
Is there anyone that's on the line whose name did not get called?
My name didn't get called.
Okay, what is your name?
Courtney Lively.
My name ain't get called.
Okay, just hold on a moment.
We don't have Courtney Lively on our calendar.
I'm gonna go ahead and look her up in the system.
Okay,
And I do not see Amanda Daniels.
she's not on our calendar as well.
And you got Kevin Brown?
Yes,
Mr. Brown, I have a-
not guilty plea, Mr. Brown.
Yes. Do I stay on Zoom or
Yes,
I
you
get a
do.
notice in the
Everyone
mail?
stays on, you stay on. All please remain on the virtual call.
Okay.
I'm here.
You want to go ahead, Ms. Yates?
Was there anyone else?
Terrence Robinson.
Riley.
Sir, what is your last name?
Terrence Robinson.
Robinson,
Yes, Terrence Robinson.
Terrence Robinson.
Evan Riley. It's you.
Hold on, Mr. Riley. Mr.
I don't see
Robinson,
Terrence Robinson either.
yeah, I don't see him at all.
Who else was there?
Jacqueline Kears.
Courtney, did you get my message?
Courtney.
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't have to be here. It's gonna be bound, it's already been bound over to juvenile court.
Okay.
Was that Courtney Pierce?
No, Courtney Lively.
Okay.
Is Amanda Daniels scheduled for the court?
I do not see Amanda Daniels on my
Jack-
docket.
Do you see Jacqueline Kears?
Hold on one moment, please. Devin Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Riley, what is your plea?
Not guilty. Please.
Not guilty?
Retrial, yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. It's Jacqueline Kears with a K. Kearse.
Ma'am, I don't see you on my docket.
Okay.
If you'll
I'm
just stand
searching
by a
you
moment,
up.
Ms. Kears, if you'll just stand by for a moment.
I'm searching you up now, Miss Kears.
Okay.
1 second.
I have to pay my rent.
Miss Kears?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just looked you up and it looks like your court date is not until September 28th at 8 a.m.
Oh, okay. I don't know how I got this, but
Because you pled not guilty back in May.
because I'm disabled, I could not sign that paper that said a plea if you are mentally disabled. That's why I didn't sign it, because I needed to talk to somebody about that. I got my disability papers, post-traumatic stress disorder, agoraphobia.
Ma'am, is your email address in the chat?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll email you.
Okay, so you
Okay.
said
You can,
September 28th,
Yes, at 8 a.m., ma'am.
8 a.m. Back on the computer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, but thank you so
You
much.
are more than welcome. You have a great day.
You too, bye-bye.
is there anyone else?
Get off of here.
Yes, Teresina Thompson.
Okay.
We don't have a Teresina Thompson.
I didn't think so. Okay, thank you.
I can look you up just to make sure you don't miss your next one.
If you don't hear your name called, stay on the line. They will look your case up for you. Ms. Yates, let us know when we get started.
Okay, one moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge Freeman, we're ready.
Okay. First, let me again make sure that everyone has typed their name and their email address in the chat. Please make sure your name and email address is typed in the chat. I'm going to go down the listing and call certain people, and when you hear your name called, please unmute. Janita Anderson wanted a pretrial with the prosecutor.
Yes.
Miss Janita Booker. Miss Booker. I'll go to Kevin Brown next. Mr. Brown,
Yes,
you've entered a not guilty plea. Is that correct, sir?
that is correct.
You typed your name and email address in the chat.
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Yates.
I'm sorry, I'm here,
confirm
Mr.
that?
Book, Jonte Booker. I'm sorry.
Kevin Booker, Kevin Lamont Booker.
Did you call for Jonte Booker?
Yes, but I'm asking you to wait. I've moved on to Kevin Brown now.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm still here. Kevin Lamont Brown still here.
Mr. Brown, have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
It should be. I'm new to this, so.
Okay, I need to get your name and email address in the chat. What time? First off, sir, you can't do this while you're driving. Okay?
No.
So I'm
Okay.
just gonna disengage you and go to the next person. I'll come back to you a little bit later. Jonathan Booker,
Yes, here.
you've entered a guilty plea to both charges. Is that correct?
Correct.
You understand by entering into the guilty plea that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yeah, yes. What's gonna happen? I'm confused.
You're going to have to pay a fine, and you may be facing a possible license suspension based on the nature of this offense.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand you're entering this plea without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes.
You also understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial.
Yes.
Sir, are you entering into this plea freely and voluntarily?
Without a lawyer, that's what you're meaning?
And are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol right now?
No.
Do you want to go forward with this guilty plea today, Mr. Booker? Or would you like
Yes,
to change your plea?
Yes, I just need time to pay the tickets.
I have not gotten to that yet, but I first want to get through your plea.
Okay.
Do you want to go forward with the guilty plea, sir?
Yes.
The court will accept your guilty plea. The fine on the improper turn charge is $150. The fine on the license suspension is $795. You understand that?
$790. Yeah. Why is it $795?
That's the total fine is $945. for both offenses. Do you understand that?
Yes,
Now, are you able to pay this in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
a longer period of time.
Sir, you will be placed on probation for 12 months. And your probation after 3 months, once you pay this off, 3 months of mandatory, your probation will end. Do you understand that?
Yes,
12 months probation, 3 months mandatory. The total fine amount is $945. Do you understand that?
yes.
Do you have any questions?
Will I have anything sent to my email with,
We are, so can you confirm your email address? Ms. Yates, do we have his email address?
I do not have it.
What is your email address, Mr. Booker?
it's Jonta, JONTA .Booker, BOOKER 23 @gmail.com.
Thank you, I have it.
All right, Mr. Booker, you can disengage. You will receive your information through your email.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Is it too late to change my plea?
I don't know who this is.
Jonia Anderson.
When we get to you, I'll have to come back to you, okay?
All right, thank you.
So I'm gonna call out the names of people that I'm gonna ask you, Ms. Yates, to stick into a breakout room with the prosecutor. Let me
Yes,
know
sir.
when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Ashari Calloway. Tiana Chapman. Frederick Crumley. Amanda Galvin. Stick Jania Anderson.
Here. I wanted to change my plea.
Excuse me, they're transferring you to a breakout room, okay? I'm just telling her which people to send over there. If you will just hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Sherlyn Lopez.
Yes.
Just hold on, you're being transferred to a breakout room. Erica Weldon. And that'll do it. If you will transfer all of those to a breakout room with the prosecutor. That should leave me with those who entered a not guilty, and those that entered a NOLO should be in a breakout room with me.
Derek Fleming, I should be speaking with the prosecutor too.
You said that in this room should be people who pled non-guilty and no.
Yeah, just hold on a moment. Let me let them transfer the people, and then I'll address these matters. Let me wait until they've done that.
Sherlyn Lopez, what is your name listed as on your phone? Because I do not see you.
I'm not sure, to be honest. It should be Sherlyn Lopez. My mic is on now.
You should have just got the notification to go to the breakout room.
It says
Judge Freeman, I'm sorry. The solicitor just messaged me stating the power is out in his office. So he's going to be joining us in a few moments.
He's back.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Excuse me, do you have Michael Elder listed as NOLO?
What I will do is just I will just start working down the calendar until he is re-engaged.
Judge, I'm back on here now.
Okay.
I apologize about that. Power went out over here and had to wait for
That's
the
okay.
Wi-Fi.
You can't control that. So I think that she is transferring everyone that entered a guilty plea and everyone that requested a pretrial. You'll be placed in a breakout room with them.
All right, Ms. Payne already in there?
Do they have
And I will
Michael?
be in a breakout room with those that enter the NOLO and are not guilty.
Okay.
Mr. Fleming wants to go. Derek Fleming is entering a guilty or pretrial, so put him down and send him to a breakout room.
Excuse me, do they have Michael Elder listed as Nolo?
One second, Mr. Elder. We're working on the NOLA, on the guilties, okay?
We do have Michael Elder as a NOLO. All right, so once you have transferred everyone out, just let me know when to get started with the NOLOs and the not guilty.
Is there anyone left on here that pled guilty?
This is Tiana Chapman. Is this the breakout room?
No, I sent you the request. You have to go over to that breakout room.
Okay, can you send it again? I didn't see it.
I can't send it again. It says it's already sent to you.
Okay, I think I see it.
Everyone remaining with me should have pled a NOLO or a not guilty. So I'm going to start going down the calendar now. When you hear your name called, please unmute. Please make sure that your full name and your email address is in the chat. Now, I'm going to go down this calendar, so please understand, if you are violating any of the rules of virtual court, I'm simply going to disengage you and we will give you for an in-person opinion. You will realize that it is not fair to people that are complying for us to be delayed and held up by people who are not complying. All right, I'm gonna start going down the calendar now.
Judge Freeman, could you just give me just one moment?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Ms. Yates, you tell me when you want me to start, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Everyone, please make sure that your full name and your email address is typed in the chat. Please make sure that your video is turned on.
Your Honor, Vanessa Smith is in the same camera with me because her phone got disconnected.
When I get to you, you can make that announcement then. Thank you. Be mindful that you are in a court session. Unless it is for religious reasons, please do not have on a hat. Again, you are in a court session.
I'm ready now, Judge Freeman.
All right, thank you. You ready, Ms. Yates? All right. The first one, Ms. Yates, will be Kevin Brown.
Mr. Brown right here.
Mr. Brown, have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, sir.
All right, do we have that, Ms. Yates?
Mr. Brown, could you provide that to me? I don't see it. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Mr. Brown, repeat your email address.
Kevin, BRWN19 @gmail.com.
Okay, you will receive a new court date. Do you want me to keep the case in Forest Park or do you want it bound over to Clayton County?
Forest Park.
All right, Ms. Yates, we will reset his court date for his trial date in Forest Park. Mr. Brown, you can disengage. Thank you.
All right, you have a great day.
All right, next is Nicholas Camp.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Camp, have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, sir.
Do you want us to keep your case in Forest Park or you want it bound over to Clayton County?
Forest Park.
All right, and when you come to court, you're gonna show proof of valid insurance and that there was no suspension of your life insurance, is that correct?
Sir, I emailed all my documents in.
I understand, but I just don't want you coming back found guilty and facing a license suspension. So you're
Yes, sir.
saying there was valid insurance on the car at the time?
Yes, sir. All I had to do was taken by the insurance company.
All right, what we will do is we will deal with this on your trial date, sir. Ms. Yates, can we confirm that his email address is typed in?
One moment.
If not, I can just have him to repeat it. Would that be easier for you? Because the calendar was pretty large today.
I have Mr. Camp's email address.
All right, Mr. Camp, you can disengage. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Next will be Chandra Cooley.
Yes,
Ms. Cooley, is my understanding you're entering a no-low plea to both charges?
yes,
Have you pled no-low in the last 5 years to a moving violation or a suspendable offense?
no,
All right, you understand that by entering into the no-low plea that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
yes,
Did this car belong to you at the time?
yes,
And do you further understand, are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
yes,
Do you understand that you are waiving your right to a trial?
yes,
The court will accept your no-law plea, young lady. The fine on the right-of-way charge is $150. The fine on the suspended registration, which has been reduced down to expired registration, is $845. Do you understand that?
yes.
Are you able to pay that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
I have it in 2 weeks.
Excuse me?
I have it in 2 weeks.
All right. You will receive your plea form and your 2-week agreement through your email. Send it back immediately and make sure that you make payment within 2 weeks. Do you understand that?
Okay,
The total is $845. Do you understand that?
yes,
All right. Ms. Yates, do we have her information?
Yes, we do.
All right, Ms. Cooley, you can disengage. Thank you.
thank you.
Next will be Charles Daniels.
Here,
Mr. Daniels, you've entered a no-low plea.
yes.
Have you entered a no-low plea within the preceding 5 years, sir?
Yes, I believe so.
All right, then you're not eligible for a no-low plea. You'd have to do a guilty or a not guilty. Do you understand that?
Yeah, yes.
What would you like your plea to be?
Not guilty. I mean, guilty.
All right, do you understand that by entering into the guilty plea, you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes,
And do you also understand by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
yes,
Sir, are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
yes.
Sir, the fine amount is $695. Are you able to pay that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
A longer period of time.
All right, sir, you will be placed on probation for 12 months. 2 months will be mandatory. After 2 months have expired, once this is paid, your probation ends. Do you understand that?
Yes,
Ms. Yates, he'll be on probation for 12 months, 2 months mandatory. The fine is $695. Sir, have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
yes.
Ms. Yates, do we have his information? And if not, can you repeat your email address, sir?
Okay. Put him in the chat or say it
No,
now?
just go ahead and say it.
It's MRC Daniels at 45@gmail.com.
Do we have that, Ms. Yates?
MC Daniels 45 at gmail.com.
MRC, Mr. C Daniels. 45@gmail.com.
Oh, thank you. I have it.
All right, Mr. Daniels, you can disengage, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jasmine Daniels,
Yes, sir, Judge.
my understanding you're entering a no-low plea to both charges.
Yes, sir.
Are you entering the plea without the assistance of a lawyer?
Sir, is it too late for you to change my plea to like a
If you'd like to change your plea, you can. What would you like to change it to?
I wanted to talk to someone. Could I do a pretrial? If that's
All
possible,
right, we
sir?
will put you on pretrial. You'll need to hold on. Ms. Yates, at some point, we'll send her a breakout to send her to the breakout room with the prosecutor.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll get to you probably at the end. Let's go to the next person is Alfred Dunmas.
Yes.
Mr. Dunmas, it's my understanding you're entering a no-low plea.
Yes, sir.
Sir, do you understand that by entering into the plea, that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Correct.
And sir, do you also
Yes.
understand by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yes.
Sir, are you entering the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Sir, have you pled no law within the last 5 years?
No.
Sir, your no law plea will be accepted based on that. The fine amount is $150. Are you able to pay that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time to pay?
I can pay today.
Are you here at the courthouse?
Yes, sir.
Then you can go to the window and make payment today. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're saying you're here physically at the courthouse?
Yes, looking right at the right there for the window.
All right, sir, you can
Physically,
take
yeah.
care of it. Thank you. I'll go to the next person. Thank you. The next person is Michael Elder. Michael Elder.
I'm here.
Mr. Elder, it's my understanding you're entering into a no-low plea today.
Yes.
You understand that by entering into the plea that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yeah.
And sir, do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yeah, I understand.
Sir, are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Freely.
All right, sir, the fine amount is $385. Can you pay that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
You said no low plea, right?
That is correct.
385. I don't know, because I don't even have a job right now. I don't even know how I'm gonna pay out nothing.
So it sounds like you'll need to go on probation. Do you understand that? Sir, you'll be placed on probation for 6 months. Once the fine is paid, your probation can end. Do you understand that?
Oh, all right.
What is your email address?
It's in the chat. Family, FAMILY, no friends, NOFRIENDS @gmail.com. I mean 459. Yeah.
I have
It's
it. Thank you.
4597 at the end.
I have it, sir.
All right, they have it, Mr. Elder. You can disengage. You'll receive your paperwork through your email, okay?
All right.
Thank you. Next is Keosha Glover.
I'm here.
Ms. Glover, it's my understanding you've entered a no-low plea to the charge.
That's correct.
Have you entered a no-low plea within the preceding 5 years?
No.
You understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial.
Yes.
You also understand that you're entering this plea without the assistance of a lawyer.
Yes.
And do you believe it is in your best interest to enter into the plea?
Yes.
Young lady, the fine amount is $200. Are you able to satisfy that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
I could do it in 2 weeks.
Have you typed your name in the chat?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Yates, can we confirm that?
I have it.
Ms. Glover, you can disengage. You will receive your paperwork, and please make sure that you take care of the payment within the 2 weeks, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Next is Stephen Green. Stephen Green. Next is Ramia Gervin.
I'm here.
Ms. Gervin, you wanted to enter a no-law plea, is that correct?
Yes.
Have you pled no-law within the preceding 5 years?
No.
You understand by entering into the no-law plea, you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer.
Yes.
You also understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial.
Yes.
Are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Then ready, the fine amount is $695. Can that be paid in 2 weeks or do you need a longer period of time?
2 weeks.
You will be given 2 weeks to pay.
Unmute it right there. Okay.
Have you provided your name and email address in the chat?
Yes.
Ms. Yates, can we confirm that?
Ma'am, I don't see it.
All right, Ms. Gervin,
Okay.
can I have you to please just repeat your email address?
Yes. It's Ramaya Gervin at gmail.com.
Okay, I have it. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Gervin, you can disengage and thank you.
No problem.
Sherry Hamilton.
Yes.
Ms. Hamilton, it's my understanding you're entering a no plea to the charge.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I can hear someone who needs to mute their device.
Stephen Green.
That's
Tell him
Mr.
to
Green.
mute.
He's in the lobby.
Okay. Ms. Hamilton, do you understand that by entering into the no plea that you're doing so without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
And do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Young lady, the fine amount is $385. Is that something that can be paid within 2 weeks, or do you need a longer
Yes,
period of
sir.
time? Have you provided Forest Park with your email address?
Yes, sir.
All right, can we confirm that, Ms. Yates? If not, Ms. Hamilton, can you just repeat it?
It's Hamilton Cherie 5 at gmail.com.
I have it. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Hamilton, you will receive your paperwork through your email. Please send it back immediately and make sure payment is done within 2 weeks, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. You can disengage.
Have a great day.
You do the same. Next is Milton Harper. Milton Harper. Next is Shonda Haslin. Shonda Haslin.
I'm here.
Milton is here.
It's Haslam.
I'll deal with you first, Ms. Haslin, and then I'll go back to Mr. Harper. Ms. Haslin, you're entering a no-law plea to both charges. Is that correct?
Yes.
Have you pled no-law within the preceding 5 years?
I don't think so.
We will have to verify that, but assuming you are eligible, please understand that you're entering this plea without the assistance of a lawyer. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Freely.
The court will accept your plea. The total fine amount is $350. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you able to satisfy that within 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
2 weeks.
Have you provided your email address to the court?
It's CHONLH at Yahoo.
Did you
I
get that,
provided
Ms.
it
Yates, or do
earlier.
you need her to repeat it?
Please repeat.
It's SeanLH@yahoo.com. It's with a C, CHONLH.
Okay, so I have CHONLA.
H as in hotel.
Okay. At what?
Yahoo.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
All right, young lady, you can disengage. You will receive your plea form through your email by tomorrow. Send it back immediately when you've entered a no-low plea. Make sure that you've made payment of $350 within 2 weeks. Do you understand that?
Just send what back in 2 weeks?
You will receive your plea form through your email by tomorrow. Sign that and send that back immediately. And make sure that you make payment of $350 within the next 2 weeks.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you can disengage. Mr. Harper?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Harper, you are entering a not guilty plea, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to speak with someone. I'm supposed to have someone come here with me today. I suffered a stroke, so I'm a little slow and I'm all over the place. I'm supposed to
We're
have
gonna put you
someone.
down for not guilty. I think you need to hire yourself a lawyer. Are you able to hire one?
I'm gonna have to get one from the state for now.
Miss, why don't we bind his case over that will give him more time to do that, Ms. Yates?
Okay.
Bind his case over to Clayton County.
Yes.
We need to confirm his address.
Mr. Harper, if you'll come to the window.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, can I go to the next person, Ms. Yates?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Next is Michelle Hill.
Present.
Ms. Hill, it's my understanding you're entering a no-low plea to the charge.
Yes.
Have you tendered a no-low plea within the preceding 5 years?
No, sir.
You understand that by entering into the no-low plea that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes.
And are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And do you believe it is in your best interest to enter into the no-low plea?
Say it again.
Do you believe it is in your best interest to enter into the no-low plea?
Yes, yes.
The court will accept your no-low plea. The fine amount is $175. Are you able to pay that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
2 weeks is fine.
Have you provided your email address to the court?
Yes, sir. It's in the chat.
All right. Ms. Yates, do you need for her to repeat it, or do you have it for Michelle Hill?
I have it.
All right, Ms. Hill, you will receive your plea form on tomorrow. Please circle no-low, send it back to DocuSign, and make sure that you make the payment of $175 within the next 2 weeks. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you. You can disengage.
All right.
Next is Ms. Jackson.
Is that Atiana Jackson?
That is correct.
All righty.
Ms. Jackson, you're entering a no-low plea to the following two closely charged.
Yes, sir.
Have you tendered a no-low within the preceding 5 years?
No, sir.
Assuming you are eligible, the court will accept it. Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you're entering this plea without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Fine amount, young lady, is $180. Are you able to satisfy that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
I can do that in 2 weeks.
Have you provided your email information to the court?
Yes, sir, I have.
All right, do you have the email information for Ms. Jackson, Ms. Yates, or do you need for her to repeat it?
One moment.
I see Jasmine Jackson, but
Okay, it's
I have it.
Jackson. Oh.
I have your
Has
email
it?
address. I have
She has
it.
it, Ms. Jackson. You will receive your plea form through your email by tomorrow. Please send it back immediately and make sure that you make payment of $180 within the next 2 weeks, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. You can disengage.
All right.
Next person is Jaryab Jerry.
Yes, I'm here.
It's my understanding you're entering a no plea to both charges, sir.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Have you played no within the preceding 5 years, sir?
No, sir.
Assuming you are eligible for a no plea, the court will accept it. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The total fine amount is $895. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you're entering this plea without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
And do you also understand that you're entering this plea? Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
The court will accept the plea, sir. Are you able to pay the $895 within 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
I can pay it in 2 weeks.
Have you provided your email address to the court?
Yes, I have.
All right, can we confirm that, Ms. Yates?
It's in
I
there.
have it.
All right, Mr. Jerry, you will receive your plea form by tomorrow. Please make sure to send that back immediately and make sure that you make payment of $895 within the next 2 weeks. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you can disengage. Thank you. Brittany Jones. Brittany Jones.
Yes, I'm here.
My understanding you're entering a no plea to the charge.
Yes,
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
freely.
Do you believe it is in your best interest to enter into the plea?
Yes,
And do you realize you're entering this plea without the assistance of a lawyer?
yes,
Court will accept the plea, young lady. The fine amount is $385. Are you able to take care of that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
I can do it. I can pay it tomorrow.
Have you provided your email information in the chat?
Yes,
Do we have her information for Brittany Jones?
Yes, we do.
All right, Ms. Jones, you will receive your plea form tomorrow. If you're gonna come and pay this tomorrow, that will take care of everything. Do you understand that?
yes,
If not, you will be given up to 2 weeks to pay. Do you understand that?
yes.
All right, thank you. You can disengage.
Okay, thank you.
Tiana Kaiser. Tiana Kaiser.
Yes.
Ms. Kaiser, it's my understanding you've entered a no plea to the charge. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntary?
Yes.
Have you pled no within the preceding 5 years?
No.
Assuming you're eligible for a no plea, the fine amount is $165. Are you able to pay that in 2 weeks?
I need longer.
All right, young lady, you will be placed on probation for 12 months. And your probation will end the moment this is paid. You understand that?
Yes.
Please make sure that you comply with all terms and conditions of your probation. If it is paid within the first 29 days, you do not have to pay any monthly supervision fees. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do we have her email address?
Yes, we do.
All right, Ms. Kaiser, you can disengage. You will receive your plea form by tomorrow, and make sure that you sign up for probation. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Next
you.
is Cassandra Lang.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Lang, it's my understanding you're entering a no plea to the driving on suspended license and the hands-free violation.
I want to fight both of those. My license is no longer suspended and my phone was in the mount.
Okay, so you want to change your plea to not guilty?
Yes, sir. I want to speak to a prosecutor.
Okay, well, just that is fine. We'll let her go to pretrial. She wants to change her plea to not, you want a pretrial, or do you want to just change it to not guilty?
We can change it to not guilty.
Okay, then we're gonna see you back here on your trial date. Do you want me to keep this in Forest Park, or do you want it bound over to Clayton County?
Forest Park is fine.
Okay, now you do understand that the issue when you come back is whether they were suspended at the time of the stop. Do you understand that?
That's what they, so it's possible my license, a valid license can't be used in lieu of bond?
The issue with your case is whether or not at the time you were stopped, your license was suspended. If they were suspended, then the case will go one way, but if they were not suspended, then the case will go another way. So when someone says not guilty, they're telling me their license was never suspended. So I'm putting you down for not guilty. Have you provided your email address?
Yes, sir.
All right, can we confirm that we have Ms. Lane's email address?
Yes, we do.
All right, Ms. Lane, we will see you back here on your trial date. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, you can disengage. Thank you. Next is Jerome Martin.
Here.
Mr. Martin, it's my understanding you're entering a no-lo plea to the charge. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Have you pled no-lo within the preceding 5 years, sir?
I don't think so. No, sir.
Well, assuming you are eligible, the court will grant it, but if you're not eligible, then it will not be accepted. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Sir, the fine amount is $175. Are you able to satisfy that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
No, sir. I can pay it. I can pay it in 2 weeks.
All right. Have you provided your email address through the chat?
Yes, sir.
Can we confirm that, Ms. Yates?
I have it.
All right, Mr. Martin, you will receive your plea form by tomorrow. Sign it, send it back immediately, and make sure you make payment within 2 weeks, sir. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Anthony Mason.
Judge Freeman.
I'm here.
Judge Freeman.
Yes.
Hey, do you want me to take some of these into a breakout room and I can handle those too?
Yes, I'm gonna start at the back and start giving you some now, okay? You have to let me know when you're ready. All right, I'm gonna give you some of the guilties and the not and the no-los, okay?
Yes, sir.
So the first one is Azia Wyatt.
Okay, Ms. Payton, can you put those in the breakout room for me?
Yes, I can.
Azia Wyatt, Nehemiah World.
Yes.
Destiny Ward. Deontavius Turner. Shanika Tucker. Leuven Delamay. Ashley Tate. Timothy Tate. Vanessa Smith. Deborah Sims. Kenneth Shorter. Daquan Shields. Devin Riley. Ethan Reich. Thu Pham. Do you need for me to repeat those?
No, I just have a question. So, is Daquan's iPhone? Is that your name, Daquan Shields?
I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the breakout.
I'm gonna send you an invite because I did room 5. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Yates, you'll tell me when to proceed.
And I think I got everybody.
All right, if you need me to repeat, I can.
Judge Freeman, I'm ready.
All right, Anthony Mason.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Mason, you're charged with not having your license on your person at the time that the officer stopped you, which meant they asked you for your license and they're saying you did not present it. So you entered a not guilty plea. So when the officer stopped you, did you present your license?
At the end of the ticket, I presented my license. I showed him that I found my license at the end of the ticket, and he still gave me the ticket.
Okay.
And it should be on his body cam if y'all run that back and check it.
Well, they will have all of that. I will be able to verify it. Have you provided the court with your email address, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, can we confirm that Mr. Mason has provided his email address?
We do have it.
All right, Mr. Mason, you will receive a new court date for here in Forest Park. We will be able to address this at that time. You understand that?
Okay.
When you receive your plea form through your email, just circle not guilty and send it back, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. You can disengage, young man.
All right. Thank you.
Next is Martavius McCarter.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Mr. McCarter, it's my understanding you're entering a no plea to the charge.
Yes, sir.
Sir, have you pled no within the preceding 5 years to a moving violation?
No, sir.
You understand by entering into the no plea, you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
Do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you're waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering into the no plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Sir, assuming you are eligible for a no plea, the fine amount is $175. Are you able to pay that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
You said 175, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I can pay that in 2 weeks.
Have you provided your email address to the court?
Yes, sir.
Can we confirm that, Ms. Yates?
I have it.
All right, Mr. McCarty, you will receive your plea form on tomorrow. Circle no, send it back through DocuSign, and make sure that you make payment in 2 weeks, sir. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You can disengage from the call.
Yes, sir.
Skyisha McClure, no. Jonathan Middlebrooks.
Yes.
Mr. Middlebrooks, is my understanding you're entering a no plea to the tag charge. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand that by entering into the no plea, you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir. I got a question.
What is your question?
Okay, so like I told the officer, okay, I was involved in the accident, but when they ran the tag, it was in process.
I'll take it, but.
Hello?
I'm listening.
Yeah. My mom, it was her car, and she had got the insurance switched over, and they was like, it was gonna take 24 hours to process. So in the process, it was insurance and a tag, a valid tag on there. It just had been processed within the accident. Another client that was just in the room with us totaled my car out, but I have paperwork saying I had it on there, but that's all.
My question to you is, was there a valid tag on that car at the time?
Yes. Yes.
And why, you're saying that there was a valid tag on the car?
Yes.
All right, then you may want to change your plea to not guilty and come back on the trial date.
I mean, I no longer have the car anymore. I mean,
it doesn't matter. If you can show that you have a valid tag, then the charge should be dismissed. If you can't show you have a valid tag, then you're going to pay a fine of $165.
And it went up.
The fine has always been $165.
I mean, when I called online before I had court, they were saying $115.
It's not $115, sir. It's $165 with the surcharge.
All right, I changed it to not guilty and show proof.
That's fine. Have you provided the court with your email address?
Yes.
All right, can we confirm that we have Mr. Middlebrooks' email address?
We have it.
All right, Mr. Middlebrooks, you will provide it with a new court date here in Forest Park. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, we'll see you here on your court date. You can disengage.
All right, so what will I need? A picture of the tag or what?
You will need to go by the tag office and show you had a valid tag on that day, and I will tell you, the court will pull it also from the county tag record to verify whether or not it was valid on that day.
Okay.
All right. Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Ernest Moore.
Can I
Yes, sir.
Mr. Moore, it's my understanding you're entering a no-law plea to the charge, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Have you pled no-law within the preceding 5 years, sir?
No, no, sir.
You understand that by entering into the no-law plea, you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes.
And do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
I am.
Sir, assuming you are eligible, the court will accept your no-law plea. The fine amount is $175. Are you able to satisfy that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
I'm gonna pay it now.
Are you here at the court building?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, they will direct you to the window to pay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. Next is Willie Murphy.
Yes, sir. Here.
Mr. Murphy,
Yes, sir.
it's my understanding you're entering a no-law plea to the charge.
Yes, sir.
Sir, have you tendered a no-law plea in the preceding 5 years?
No, sir.
Assuming you are eligible for a no-law plea, you realize you're entering this plea without the assistance of a lawyer.
I agree. Yes.
And do you also understand that by entering the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Sir, are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Sir, the fine amount is $285. Are you able to satisfy that in 2 weeks? Or do you
How much
need a
you say?
longer period of time?
Oh, I'll pay it now.
All right, sir, you're here at the court building?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, they will process your payment of $285 today. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And they
Thank
will
you.
also have you to sign a plea form where you've entered a no-law plea. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. I'll go to the next person.
Yes,
The
sir.
next person is Lalani Narali.
Yes, sir.
You have entered a not guilty plea, sir. Have you provided your email address to the court?
Yes, sir. I already mentioned in
Okay,
the.
can we confirm that, Ms. Yates?
We have it.
All right, Mr. Narali, you will receive a new court date for your trial here in Forest Park. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
That will be a bench trial, and we will see you back here on your trial date. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
Would you prefer that your case be bound over to Clayton County, or do you want it to remain in Forest Park?
Oh, Forest Park, sir, is good.
All right, you will be given a trial date here in Forest Park. Since we have your information, sir, you can disengage. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Next is Lakia Bryce.
I'm here.
Ms. Bryce, is my understanding you're entering a no-law plea to the charge?
Yes.
Have you entered a no-law plea within the preceding 5 years?
Yes.
You are not eligible for a no-law plea, so you'd have to change your plea to guilty or to not guilty.
Not guilty.
All right. Do you want the case here to stay in Forest Park, or do you want it bound over to Clayton County?
Forest Park.
All right. Ms. Yates, can we confirm that we have her email address?
It's Kisswag, KISS.
I have it. I have it, ma'am.
It looks like she has it, so you will receive your plea form and your new court date through your email. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, you can disengage, and thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Now, I have a few more people on here, so I'm just going to go ahead and handle their matters. Is it Deborah Worthy?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Worthy? I do not have, can we look up and see? I don't have Ms. Worthy on our calendar today.
They had me listed as Deborah Sims.
Deborah Sims, okay. All right. You're entering a not guilty plea to this charge, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, have you provided the court with your email address?
I have.
All right, can we confirm that we have Ms. Deborah Sims' worthy email address? Can you
I
just
have it.
repeat?
I have
You-
it.
Do you want me to keep the case in Forest Park, Ms. Worthy, or do you want it bound over to Clayton County?
Bound over to Clayton County, Your Honor.
All right, let's bind her case over to Clayton County. They're gonna need to verify your address, and then the next court notice you receive, you will not come to Forest Park, you will go to Clayton County. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. What information, Yates, do you need to verify her address?
We'll correspond by email.
All right, thank you. All right. The next person looks like is Christian Seals.
Yes.
All right, you were FTA when the calendar was called. What is your plea to the 3 charges, young lady?
No, low, because I fell unconscious behind the wheel and they rushed me to the hospital and they found that I had a medical condition that I didn't even know about.
Then
They
you
made
may
me
want to
whoop
enter a not guilty plea, and if that's going to be your defense, bring that to court. Because a no plea, you would have to pay all these fines. You understand that?
Yes.
You want to change your plea to not guilty?
Yes.
All right. Have you typed your email address in the chat?
Yes, she has it.
All right, Ms. Yates, do we have Ms. Seal's email address?
Yes, I have it.
All right, Ms. Seals, do you want me to keep the case here in Forest Park, or do you want it to be bound over to Clayton County?
Forest Park.
All right, you will receive your new court date for your trial date in Forest Park. You can disengage, you will receive it through your email. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
All right, take care. Stephen Green,
Yes, sir.
let me find you on the docket. All right,
Yes.
Mr. Green, what is your plea to the charge, sir?
No law.
Do you understand that by entering into the no plea, you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes.
And have you pled no within the preceding 5 years, sir?
No, sir.
Assuming you have not entered a no plea, you understand you're entering this plea freely and voluntary, is that correct?
Yes.
Do you understand that you are waiving your right to a trial? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The court will accept your plea, sir. The fine is $175. Are you able to pay that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
2 weeks be good.
All right. Have you provided your email address to the court?
Yes, I think I did.
All right. Can you please repeat your email address?
Stephen Green, 1958 at yahoo.com.
Do we have that, Ms. Yates?
Stephen Green, 158 at yahoo.com.
1958.
1958. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
We do have it, sir. You will receive your plea form on tomorrow. Send it, sign it, send it back immediately, and you have 2 weeks to make payment of $175. Do you understand that, Mr. Green?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you can disengage from the call. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, there's someone on here, I don't know who it is. It says REVDLV.
Oh,
Can we communicate with this person right here? All right, first let me see, is there anyone else in the lobby, Ms. Green?
Yes, I have one right here. His phone was acting. What's your name again?
What is his name?
Deontavius Turner.
Deontavius what?
Turner.
Turner. All right, let me find where you are on the docket, Mr. Turner. All right, you were FTA. What is your plea to the public drunk charge, Mr. Turner?
I plead no-lo.
Do you understand by entering into the no-law plea that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
And do you also understand by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Sir, are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
The court will accept your no-law plea, assuming you are eligible. The fine amount is $385. Can you pay that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
I could pay. You say 280. You say 385.
$385. Can that be paid in 2 weeks, or do you need to be placed on probation to pay it?
I need a little bit more longer time, sir.
All right, sir, you will be placed on probation for 6 months. Your probation will end the moment this is paid. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. You're in the lobby. They will provide you with your plea form when you'll enter a no-law plea and information to get signed up for probation. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Ms. Green, is there anyone else?
Sir, have you been heard? Yeah. Okay. Let me check, John. I don't think so, but let me just verify.
There's
One moment.
Ms. Yates, we may want to inquire who this is. I can't tell by the name on the device.
Name, what's your name?
Jerry Suggs. Jerry Suggs.
Suggs, S-U-G-G-S?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, page 31, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Suggs, what is your plea to the stop sign violation?
No-lo.
Have you played no-lo in the last 5 years?
No.
Do you understand that by entering into the no-lo plea, you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes.
Do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yes.
Are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Assuming you are eligible for a no-lo plea, the fine amount is $185. Are you able to take care of that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
I take care in 2 weeks.
Are you outside the courthouse, or have you provided your email address to the court?
Yeah, I provided my email with the court.
Can we confirm that, Ms. Yates?
I don't see it. Ma'am, could you repeat it, please?
Suggs, repeat your email
Jerry
address.
Suggs, Jerry Suggs 100 at gmail.com.
Okay, I have it. Thank you.
All right, ma'am, you will receive your plea form through your email on tomorrow. Enter no-lo and send it back, and please make sure you make payment of $185 within the next 2 weeks. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can disengage from this call. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a nice day. All right, how do you do that? Just hang up?
I'll
Yes.
disconnect you.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
All right. I don't know if I can assist Mr. Our prosecutor with the matters I gave him. I don't know how many more he has.
Okay, I'm gonna check.
Okay.
Judge Freeman, they're nearly finished.
Okay. Well, great job.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, we are good.
Looks like we have one person, Ms. Bellarmine. All right, now we don't.
Yeah, we just did him back in the other room. I think he just didn't log all the way off.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna stop recording.
Yes, please.
We got 2 people in the waiting room.
That's
I believe they logged on late.
yeah. Really?
The next people you hear from will be published. They don't come, they don't tell you what you need.
Do you want us to reach out to them after court? The 2 that we
They're
have in the waiting room?
I can take care of them right now.
Okay.
Do we know who they are?
I have a Kayla Nicholson and an Alberto Reynoso Batista.
All right, let's deal with Ms. Nicholson first, because the other one may require Ms. All right, Kayla Nicholson. She's charged with a disorderly conduct charge. Just want to know what is her plea, Ms. Nicholson?
Her audio is still connecting.
All right.
Yes. What's your name? Okay, I was on this.
And Mr. Alberto Reynoso Batista, he was on earlier. He was having some connection issues.
Yeah.
He's connected now.
If he needs interpreting services, we're gonna need to reschedule him.
And somebody by the name of Jasmine Daniels just popped in the waiting room as well.
Mr. Reynoso Batista.
Ms. Nicholson?
No, nothing.
Her audio is not hooked up.
Okay, tell her that we're gonna have to reschedule her for in-person. She's having some connectivity issues.
Okay, now I can hear you. I'm not gonna, he's not gonna. Come on, get out again.
Mr. Batista,
I cannot hear you.
do you need an interpreter?
Hello? Yeah, I need to tell you.
Okay.
You can tell him. Gonna reset him.
I cannot hear you.
Señor Batista, ¿me puede escuchar? Señor Batista.
Because you got this thing on.
¿Me puede escuchar?
Sí, ahora sí.
Ok. Tenemos que cambiar la fecha de tu corte porque el intérprete estaba antes, pero no está ahora. Entonces te vamos a mandar una nueva fecha por correo electrónico.
Ok, está bien.
Okay. ¿Ya pusiste su correo electrónico en el chat?
No tengo correo electrónico. Por mensaje, me mandaron por mensaje hoy.
¿Una mensaje de teléfono o cómo?
Sí, mensaje de teléfono.
Okay. All right, so he doesn't have an email address. He said we contacted him with his phone last time.
Move that.
Number.
Go ahead.
Espérate un momento.
They say
okay.
Pre-trial with the solicitor.
They have an email address?
Tell them that's what you want, pre-trial with the solicitor.
But
there's not going to be a pre-trial. Sure. There's not going to be a pre-trial with the solicitor today.
Okay.
We're resetting him. Just in this case, we have a good phone number. Can you guys turn that music down in the background? Thank you. Do we have a good phone number for him? I can get him.
Yes, could we get his phone number just to make sure?
Señor Batista, dame su número de teléfono. Prende tu micrófono, está apagado. Tu micrófono está apagado.
Aló.
Dame su número de teléfono.
334
Ajá,
560
ajá.
9183.
334-560-9183.
Sí, correcto.
Bueno, te van a mandar una mensaje con la nueva fecha en este número, ¿ok?
Está bien, gracias.
Ok, ya te puedes desconectar.
Ok, gracias. Bye bye. Desconecte.
Disconnect.
Okay. So now that we got
Now,
out the
I'm
call.
talking to Ms. Nicholson now.
Alicia, you want to take down this number for Mr. Bautista?
I'm ready.
It's 334-560-9183.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, so I think the only person we have left, Judge, is Miss Nicholson.
And we are going to reset her. I got her phone number as well as her email address because her audio is still not connected.
Okay. Judge, did you hear that? Oh, Judge, he's conducting business over
It's over here.